Hello beautiful people, my name is Celia Musoningzengele. If you're coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, welcome. If you are a return subscriber, thank you so much for your time, data and all the opportunities that you are taking to watch my videos. And please watch all the adverts that you find on this video. Let's help each other to make some sense. Guys, I want to talk about the McG podcast, the Tol Ass Mo and Lerato case. I really want to visit that moment, even though it's not so new anymore. I do know that that train has passed, maybe, but I feel like I need to speak about it. If Lerato lied about Tol Ass Mo, shame to her. And if she lied for so many years, if she really did lie for so many years, then yes, she does deserve a sentencing. I really do believe that. But having said that, with the experience that I just got not so long ago, on the 1st of December, of a female magistrate that already sided with the perpetrator when the perpetrator tried to shield his failure to maintain the children by mentioning something that was unrelated and trying to make it relate to him not feeding the children, claiming that he cannot find a job because I am talking about him. That person is not even known. That person is not a celebrity. That person needs me to have pictures and his full names for people to know him. Besides that, nobody knows him. I've never mentioned him by name. I've never even given a description of him to say he's tall, he's what. I've never. So for him to claim that he doesn't get a job because of me talking about what he has done, he even calls it an allegation, because I'm talking about the allegations against him and the allegations were not proven. That's what he says. He says, and he keeps on saying the allegations were not proven. He never says I have never done it. And this magistrate immediately sided with him, trying to gag me. She tried to gag me right there to tell me that I shouldn't be talking about what happened to me because it's not going to have anything. That made me see that it was proof to me. It was not the first time I gotten that proof, but it was another proof that having female magistrates, having female police officials does not guarantee victims, real victims for that matter. It does not guarantee you fairness at all. In Lerato and Tol Ass Mo's case, we were not there. We were not there when this happened, if it did happen. We were not there even if it did not happen. If it happened to be in Lerato's figmentation of her mind, we were not there even. Whether it happened really, we were not there. We were not even there in court. I repeat, even in the court, we were not there. Right now, I give a description of what happened in the magistrate court. My ex-husband could be saying something else when he gets to the people that he's narrating the same incidents that we were experiencing, the two of us, in front of this magistrate. He may be saying it some way to other people, even to the to the wife, He may be narrating the same story in a whole different way. And the only way for people to get the truth is for people to have either the two of us in one room or one space, or like I am that naughty child. I've learned long time ago, when I interact with officials, whether it's with police, because hey, I've been through hell and back. I learned during that time that I need to record. So at least now, for this incident that I'm reporting, I have the evidence. I have actually the actual voice recordings, which is illegal. Yeah, it is illegal to record people well that they don't know. But I did. I won't lie, I did. I have it. And I'm still thinking of what I should do, because I really do think this magistrate, I need to do something. I need to report her somewhere, because she was not supposed to gag me at all. You do not gag the victims of sexual violence. You do not gag anybody that says I was violated. You don't tell them, don't talk about it. It's not helping. Talking about it is not helping. As a magistrate, you are a person of power. She shouldn't have. Now, I'm saying that because Tol Ass Mo brags about how the female magistrate told Lerato 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you listen to the things that magistrate has told Lerato, and they sound like, oh, okay, if she indeed did say that, then that means Lerato could be having a problem. If you have never been in a same situation, lucky for me, I was in the same situation not so long ago, and it was not the first one. I had been in the same situation so many times, and I do know that these officials are not there to support us. They are not there for our fairness. They are never there for our justice. That is why many cases are left unattended. They are unreported. It's because once they have done that to you, believe me, it is difficult for you to go back there. Like, if I were to be raped again now, I will not report again. I'll give you two reasons. One reason is, already I do know, I've been through this. I know that it's a futile exercise. I've seen, in many years, I've seen 10 years lapse without any justice happening for both my child and myself. I've seen it, I've experienced it. Next time I get raped, I am going to seek my own justice. This one, I'm saying it here in public. I am going to seek my justice, and this justice that I'm going to seek, it will be for everybody that ever attempted with me before. Second reason, I do know that in the court of law, I do not stand a chance. In South Africa, if you were raped the first time and you either failed to report, or you did report but the case did not get to be prosecuted, that on its own already makes you a unreliable witness for the court. You can be raped. So actually, in South Africa, they are saying, if you were raped once and you did not get justice once, just know that itself labels you as an unreliable witness for any court after that. Because when you go to the court, they're gonna ask you about that incident. They're also gonna ask you whether it was prosecuted or not. The minute you say it was not prosecuted, the defense is gonna just put holes and say it was because it did not happen. It was because you are used to accusing people with rape, even if you are not raped. So, Lerato did not stand a chance in this court. because if you listen to Tol Ass Mo, you hear that, oh, okay, she has a history of being raped before. And if you search, you find that, oh, okay, she even mentioned the other people that raped her before. Shame. I knew from then that she does not stand a chance anywhere in this court unless there is physical evidence after that you were raped. Even with the physical evidence, you do not stand a chance of winning any case in South Africa after that. Your chances are very, very slim. You have to have a witness now. Somebody must come and see and witness and say, yes, I saw it. It happened. Yes. Hey, he was on top of her. Yes. Otherwise, you do not stand a chance. That is South Africa for you. So, even in his case, I can pop many, many holes. I can poke many holes in his story. He says they were supposed to be there for 3 days. It was a trial. It was supposed to be 2 days, but the trial was like just 1 day, and then on the second day it was judgment. That on itself, it is like, so this magistrate it's like she was already ready. She was already ready with the judgment. The judgment was just waiting. And I would tell you why. They usually read these files. They read everything long before. They read the evidence, the statements. They read everything before. So it's highly likely that the judgment was already there before. Okay. He also says, another hole that I can poke in his story is that they did ask Lerato when was she violated, and she says she was violated on the 18th or on the 14th. He does not even remember. Now that date is the date that she gives in court, and then he says now they took out the evidence as to say, yeah, on that day here he was in a flight, he was what. How did they know that she was gonna say the 18th in the witness stand? How did they know that she was gonna say no, it's on the 18th or on the 14th, so that they take out the files as to this is where she was? So usually the case, I'm surprised. I do know that the trial can take a certain number of days, but for that case to have been planned for 2 days and been run on 1 day, and judgment is done just like that, so for me, I really do wish Lerato can get a platform as well. It won't be McG, of course. Even if I were here, I wouldn't go to McG as a platform that I would have to give my side of the story. Yes, she gave her side of the story long time ago, on a tweet or wherever, I don't know. But we really need to know what happened in court. We need her to answer for what happened in court. She needs to explain what happened in court, and the truth has a certain way. We will know what the truth is. In the absence of the truth, whatever sounds like a truth stands. I repeat, in the absence of the truth, whatever sounds like a truth stands. So hearing news from one side of the story all the time can make you think that you are listening to the truth. And how many times have we realized after hearing the second side of the story that, aman, things are not as clear cut as they seemed before. Right now, I have repeatedly said my ex-husband had drugged and raped us. I've said that so many times. He has a right to answer for himself. I really do wish somebody can take the two of us and place us on one platform, or give him a right to reply as well. And what I like about all the TV interview stations that I went to, they all gave him a right to reply. All of them, they would say, okay, we're asking his right of reply. Please give us his phone number so that we call him. So maybe that is even the reason why he says, I'm telling the people what he has done. It's because now these people, like TV, only the TV people actually, have said we cannot broadcast this unless we find his side of the story. He has to give his side as well. Ish, I'm so sorry now, it's becoming dark here. Yo, it's becoming dark here and I'm really not willing to. Oh, still it's not so. Yeah. So I am saying, in the absence of the truth, whatever that is, that sounds like the truth stands. So far, Lerato has not said anything, but I do know for sure that if she were to open her mouth, we are going to get some of the things, not the same as what we were told. Because everybody, when they speak for themselves, they speak highly of themselves and they tell their version of the events in the way that favors them. Whereas actually things could not be, or sometimes things may be like that, or things are not like that. So I really do wish some platform does give Lerato a right of stating what happened in that court, since we were not there. And I really just hope that this case didn't go because maybe that magistrate is familiar with this comedian. I mean, comedians are much more well known than models. Hello. She may have been able to watch the comedy shows of that guy. She can pull out, or somebody can pull out the past comedy clips of that guy. Guys, magistrates are human. Magistrates are human. They are human. They are so human. Police are human. And they use their hearts and their minds as well. And that really does affect the judgment. And if you don't believe, just sit down and think about these cases that I'm going to tell you now. Think about the case of Nostkailo in the Eastern Cape. Nostkailo was cut the limbs out and everything. That guy was given 20 years. Only 20 years. Think about who's this girl? Who's that girl, Batum? That girl, Uinene. The man that killed Uinene is given 3 life sentences. Let's go to Sandy Lemati. Sandy Lemati killed Karabo Mukwena, and after that bent Karabo Mukwena. Imagine how cruel can that be? How best can you compare that to what happened to Uinene? To me, they are like on the same path. They are similar. What makes the other one to get only 32 years and the other one get 3 life sentences? Which merits? Because they like saying, nah, the cases are on merits, on merits. No! Yes, cases are on merits. But, and a little bit of what the magistrate feels in their heart as well contributes to cases a lot. That is why usually they even say, okay, they would say what they think about you. If they think you are a liar, they will tell you, yeah, you are a liar, or you are this, you are that. That comes from them. It's not written anywhere in the papers. They can say, you are like Sandlemanzi. The magistrate was like, you are something like you are the devil or you are Satan or something like that. That is not written in the papers. It's coming from them. That should tell you that the magistrates, the police, the whatever, these people are human as well. They do apply their human instincts as well. On top of whatever law there is a little bit of humanity as well. Something that comes from them as well. So in cases, it's not that all cases when they go to court they will be fairness all the time. And one other thing is, oh, now there's load shedding, guys. I have to leave. It's dark here. The lights just went on, bam, and I was just in front of a light here. Now I'm saying, in the court of law, particularly for, oh, I think that's a generator now. In the court of law, particularly for sexual violations, these things happen between people without other witnesses. So it's, you get in there with, it's my word against his, or it's his word against mine. So usually such cases, you are also requested as a victim to provide evidence beyond any reasonable doubt. Any doubt can be cast any minute in there, and many times the defense, when it gets there, they are looking for all the loopholes, because they also want to be known as the people that got the perpetrator away. Remember, they are hired by the perpetrator. In South Africa, the only person that has an attorney is the perpetrator most of the time. The victim does not have an attorney. You have the prosecutor, and those people are bought, guys. Those people, the prosecutors, prosecutors are easily bought. They know this themselves too. Magistrates, they are bought. Semzanzila. Kusemzanzila. Fairness does not exist in South African law, particularly on sexual violence cases. It's hard, it's difficult, and they most of the time they hide behind the fact that this thing happened between two people, and they hide behind that this one failed to prove beyond any reasonable doubt that actually that happened. And a little bit cast of doubt that is cast by the defense in there usually overshadows everything else, and the victim ends up looking like they are making up stories. But are there witnesses that are making up stories? Oh yes, there are. There are many. So we never know. But as a victim of sexual violence myself, not once but twice, I choose to believe, because I do know that it is bad not to be believed. I was in a position where I was not believed. Even now, there are many people that still do not believe. Even today, they are like, this one, woke up one day and felt like this man, I don't want this man anymore, and they must shove this man away. So they think so. So it's hard for me to believe that there is a woman that is crazy enough to lie for many years before they go to court, and at no given time are you turning back. Then that means you are a monster. If Lerato has lied about this since, was it 2016? I think they say it's 2016. From 2016 right up until now, she still says exactly the same thing happened. Then that means she will be sick. If that is the case, that will mean that she is mentally sick. But what if she's not? What if she is not? And never look at the arrogance of the perpetrator, like, the way he was saying it, you can tell that, because we look at Tol Ass Mo, you look at his actions there, he was like, he's up and down, hey, you don't know whether he is happy or he's angry. Like, I could not figure out whether he's angry, happy, drunk, or he's using the antics that he's using on the comedy stage. I could not figure out what is it. Are these acting skills for the comedy stage or what? Even body shaming people, doing all that in front of his wife. If definitely he was lied about, I would understand his actions. I would say, oh, okay, fine. That's how he takes out, that's how we get back at them. Because usually when people do bad things to you, it's hard not to give them their own taste of medicine back. But his actions alone, to me, are not convincing. Like, I'm not being convinced by, look at how he was, he cannot be like that if he's lying. I've seen the worst. I've seen the worst. Perpetrators are actors, guys. Perpetrators are actors. I've seen perpetrators far too many times behaving like they know nothing, whereas they know everything. So never judge a book by its cover. What do I think about the case of Tol Ass Mo and Lerato? In closing, I think Lerato owes the nation her side of the story again. Yeah, some people say, she gave her side of the story. Yes, she gave her side of the story outside the court. Before the court, we wish to know what we are told happened in court did happen in court, because people could be telling us their own version of things that they wish had happened in court, whereas they did not even happen that way in court. And people could be telling the truth. So we want to know whether she's also lying or she's telling the truth. Let us be the judge of that after. And if indeed she lied, yes, jail sentence would be good for her. But I would hate to see her going to jail if she will be going to jail based on she failed to provide the evidence, but she was violated, because that will be a second violation. She will be violated again by going to prison just because she failed to provide the evidence that indeed she was violated. Let's hope this gets solved in a way that is fair for everyone. And let's hope that Tol Ass Mo, these antics that he was pulling at a McG's podcast, were real antics, of a man that knows nothing, that is not acting like they know nothing just because they think they won or just because they paid to win. That is my side of the story. That is my view. That is my point of view. And please don't come for me for my point of view. Thank you so much. And bye bye.